Hi there. Is that really the first thing you said? I couldn't come up with anything. I'm sorry. Anyway, hello there, madams and sirs and whatever. I'm Game Guy or Kyle. I really don't mind, but it doesn't really matter which. Here with my big brother, Roy, even though you can't really see him because our cam's off or whatever. Hello. And yeah, welcome to our stream. My stream. The stream. Your stream? What do you mean it's your stream? It's my well, I mean it's my channel, so yeah. You could probably do this too, but this is gonna take forever. Anyway, so basically we're just gonna, I guess, stream, obviously, and talk about random stuff. I did invite some friends, but I don't know if they're gonna show up or not. Probably not. Good I said that. Well, maybe they will. I don't know. They might be busy. They might also not believe that you actually managed to get this to work. Yeah. In case no one out there on YouTube knows, my technology kind of sucks. A lot. Like, it sucks terribly. It sucks so much you can't even compare it. Yeah, kind of. So, I don't really know what to do. Being honest, I'm just talking. And I guess we can just discuss whatever. So Roy, what are we discussing here? We're discussing video games, we're doing TV shows, we're doing turn that on. What are we doing here? I don't know. You're the one that made the stream. Don't you think you should have came up with like an idea of what the stream's gonna be before you made it? I see your point. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just seeing that this works. Hopefully, it will. Of course, anyone is welcome to join. I don't really mind as long as it isn't a troll and as long as they don't do anything too bad. Also, cursing's allowed. Thank God. I mean, if I didn't let that happen, I don't think he would be here. Me? Yes, yes, you. There's no one else here, so who else would it be? Fair enough. Here, I'm gonna put it in the thingy bobber. I don't know how that happens. The power of technology today. My God. You know what I mean? Because it's like fucking the technology is just so weird, isn't it? We could just talk about whatever. I don't really care. Right. So what do you want to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I mean, we could get Mario 64 going. You don't know how tempted I am to do that, but like, I mean, I guess we could. Why not? After all, I got nothing else to do, so I mean, if you want to do that, I'm cool with that. But unfortunately, you're gonna be the one that has to give me the seeds because I don't actually know what I'm doing. Yeah, don't worry about that. All right. Yeah, sure. All right. Can you get the game going? Yeah, just give me a second. I gotta get it set up. Do me a favor. Tell me if Swedish or Malachite or Kovo or anyone joins in the stream because I don't actually know if anyone's going to join or not. Shouldn't it be our first live stream? Because it says "my" in the title. Oh, does it? Yeah, it does. Sorry. I'll change that. Or maybe I won't. I can change that while I'm doing this, right? Yeah, I can. There go. Thank you, sir. All right, so guess while he's talking, I guess while he's doing this, I don't know. I'm just setting up the N64. Are we putting on the music? I mean, I think it's going to be copyrighted, so probably not. Oh, but that makes it, that's like half the fun. Yeah, there's like an option where you can like change, what is it? You can change the music for some reason, which I don't know why that's a thing. But there's one problem with that. We can't, because it would be copyrighted, and then, you know, considering this channel is literally like, what, 2, maybe 3 years old, I don't think I'm able to pay the ludicrous amount of money that I would need to pay to do fucking copyright claims and stuff like that. I was also doing something else before, and then I guess I can wait. It's not like it's gonna take that long, right? And then I could just get rid of the live stream, whatever. So, or not get rid of it, end it, whatever. Right. Let's get this set up because it doesn't like when I do this. Do what? Sometimes it doesn't like when I put on the thingy-bob. So, Roy, if you could put yourself... I'll just put myself on top of this table. Don't go on the table, because it's going to turn to black, and then everyone's going to be able to see your face. Yeah, alright. So I'll hang out on the bed then. I'll just chill here. Can I finish this first, actually? Because it's not going to take that long. You sure? Because this usually takes a while. You're not even done with the red. Yeah, fine. Alright. I like to do that. I can wait, I guess. This is like the ultimate procrastination going on right here. You're playing video games? I mean, that's a pretty good procrastination, to be fair. Can't talk today. Or any other day, for that matter. Alright, so I have to get this set up. This is going to take a while. This is going to take a second for me to do. So give me 1 second. Let's put these. So you're going to have to be my backup. Because, so Roy, I don't know what your plan is, but I'm going to go over here on top of my yoga ball. And I'm going to see if I can stream Mario 64 on the computer. But it's not really streaming. It's me putting on the camera and pointing it towards the screen. But whatever. I gotta move some things around. I gotta put this here. I'll clean this mess up later. I'm just gonna procrastinate for now, so give me 1 second. Oh my god, it's the Canadian Bigfoot. Here comes Swedish Diablo. Immediately.
Stop.
How do you know it was Swedish? The power of technology.
Pretty much. Yeah, I was stunned that you actually started streaming yourself.
Yeah. I had to fiddle around with the settings, but I managed to do it. Hooray. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest, Swedish Diablo.
I'm surprised that no one else hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah, I sent it to everyone, but I think everyone else is just busy right now.
Seems like it. Yeah, but Cody, I don't know. Since he's still listed at that rehab, so
Is this Pepsi still doing that? Oh my god.
I'm surprised
Uh,
that Roy isn't. I'm surprised that Roy hasn't even moved into a rehab.
I can't. It's not even any rehabs around here, I don't think.
There's already the basement.
Hmm.
Oh my god. So you guys been up to though?
Nothing really. Yeah, we just been kind of bored and
Same
tired
here.
and stuff like that.
Same here. I haven't done a shit of things today, except watch TV and been on a computer the most part. I haven't done much. Well, since yesterday it was just a rain all day, and we've actually had a bad storm. Not here though, but just near us on the west coast and well between Denmark and Sweden actually. Also like a hurricane um, wind speed. But the speed of the rain or that was could pass by in this area during the night. So, but I was awake in most part of the night. I didn't hear much. So I have been well today actually has just been quite sunny actually for once. I mean, only about what can have been 3 weeks ago. I actually experienced my first thunder in the winter.
Huh. Is that called some? Isn't that called like, I don't know?
I mean, thunder in the winter times is rare. Is not that common as most people would think it is, but isn't. Since thunder needs warm air in order to have it happening, but in a winter season, if this even have its if the right conditions, yeah, maybe. A coworker of mine, he uh, he actually saw two lightnings that time, but I didn't. I mean, I have my blinds almost covered most of the window, so I only heard the sound, but not the lightning. I mean, the only time that the thunder scared shit out of me, it was actually a few years ago. I was middle of the night. I was like, okay, I was just. It just sounded like if someone was firing 20 cannons with us having the having speakers both amplified the sound like it was like outside of my window that loud. I was like, damn, give me almost a heart attack or I almost crap my pants. Believe me, that was one wake up call. Even if it was the middle of the night. You know,
Huh.
it's kind of weird. I can't see that you're streaming on YouTube.
Really? Yeah, I'll give it a
Yeah,
second. I think. Where's my phone go?
because every time when I see someone is streaming, I actually can see that in if you have a number of subscribers, that's always a a red dot, meaning that person is streaming. But when I go to see my subscriber list that I subscribe to, I see your name, Game Guy, but nothing as much as a sign of that. Unless you're if you're on Roy's YouTube channel.
No, I connected it to mine. I don't know
Huh.
what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because that you don't have much subscribers. I don't know.
How many subscribers do you even have? I think I have. One sec.
Two.
Hmm.
At least that I can see of let's see how many I subscribe to. 79 total. No wait, around 80 plus, I believe. I used to subscribe to most of them since some of them had even been active for a number of years. I did once follow. I'm actually still subscribed to one guy. He did kind of this Sonic Sprite series with Devin Fire of Fox. What do you call it? He hasn't even been. The last time he was come on, where is it? Victrola TV, I recall his channel's named. The last one he was updated or posted anything was about 6 years ago. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see the stream on my end, but it's a little weird.
Hmm. That's weird. Well, I can see from here though, but when Malachite is streaming, I can see that he is. The reasons why I ain't on stream this week is because I just want to relax for most part. Just uh been a little bit tired and I mean being up all night, get out of bed around 1 in the afternoon. I don't tell you though, for the past few days, when I take a warm shower, it burns on my leg. It's I I don't know. It looks like if it's a rash, but it which isn't. Well, let's say it is. I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 plus small red dots. Like if something had been biting me or stabbed or something like that. But nothing serious. My dad gave me some sort of something to get for the pain. Other than that, it's not much. Serious. Yeah, I haven't been doing much to myself. Just been mostly
Hmm.
been on working on some new stories and all that. And I actually have been worked on some of the quizzes that I have been worked on before. Just um, I think I think it was in U.S. questions. Come on, I think it was 82 questions on that one. Normally that's just 81, but the other ones, other history, they're about 81. I just put like a bonus question on the U.S. history. So far, I have done for Scotland, Japan, US, and Sweden. Well, that's another thing. I was originally 81, but I added some more. Total of 92. But in my two last cryptid ones, well, they were originally 81, but I added some more questions. But that's not supposed to go.
Oh, streaming or not, looks like this thing really hasn't changed. Oh my god. Put that on mute.
I actually added from 81 to with 29 more questions. Like, so each of those cryptids has 110. What the hell?
What's going on?
This is something new. System information, product name, product number, serial number, program version ID. Run a system diagnostic. Okay, advanced. No thanks. No thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Oh, yeah,
I
there's
get
some,
that sometimes.
yeah. I mean, I had this.
Snap.
I think it's Philips computer. Question: how often will you do your streams?
My streams, I'm not sure. It just, I guess whenever I feel like it. I haven't exactly figured them out yet.
Well, here's a thought. Since when you get used to be using StreamYard for a while, how about you doing your own stream, game show stream?
Hmm.
And that you and Roy can actually do the questions. It can be in almost anything, actually, though. I mean,
Maybe.
like they can be about back rooms or I don't know, or about Roy's life as an idiot. I mean, it can be anything. I mean, I have total so far. How many do I have? Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Well, the backrooms quizzes are already on your channel, so it feels weird if I just move them here. But we could do other topics, like.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I so far had made 20 quizzes myself. There is one of those documents which is not have any questions. It's kind of template. Awkward.
Sorry about that.
I mean, you know, there is actually one idea that you can do for a stream, your own stream or a game show stream.
What idea is that?
Video games. Video games.
really
It can be
know a
questions
lot about
about.
video games stuff. I could be your.
I mean, I don't know much, almost nothing about video games. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know some names on games, but that's pretty much it. And for it's easy to remember. I did one with about Mario. Most of the question was based on the different games where they were released. Um, I kind of find out later on, and as you also informed me that some of the certain games could have been released one certain date, and then they could have been released once again, released another time for if someone if one game was just for PC for a personal computer, another one could have been like for say GameCube and or something like that, other or in a Nintendo Switch. First, they had it can only be used for a computer. Next, it was for you know Nintendo Switch or Xbox or PlayStation or all that kinds of things. And mine was not a success because I think I was probably like what almost halfway through one of my questions. I think it was around 30 plus when this kind of argument happened in the end there. So that one is no longer around. But if you would do about video games, I would suggest that you don't use based on Mario, since, like I said, some of the games. So if you put one question as was which day, what year that particular Mario games were released, and turns out that was released on um, type of
Oh, hey Don.
console or something some years later. So
Oh, by the way, here comes Zany, the Prince of. Oh, Prince of Chaos.
Did you struggle to say my name? Jeez.
No, it looked weird on my screen. It was weird. I don't know what was up with that.
yeah, so but basically, if you would just put a lot of just about Mario, but it could be in any Nintendo questions, uh, but based on games like say Mario, uh, Legend of Zelda, or even some Sonic games, or basically any video games from the very start to the current date.
Yeah, see it, boy.
Scooter the bad girl.
Oh my god, it begins. You don't know how tempted I was. I had to do it. I'm sorry. My first name change. It's crazy. All right, whatever. Zany the what is it? Prince of Chaos.
Hey, I just saw what you.
Excuse me. So, Kovo,
Yeah.
been up to?
Oh, not much. I went to a date with my mother. Wait, that's something wrong. I just went to spend the day with my mother.
I thought you were like planning to robbing a bank or something.
Nah, nah. That's just in one of my stories. Well, my movie script. But anyway,
Yeah, same here. I mean, to be honest, I was when I went on Discord, I was like, let's see what who's else is online, and I was like, okay, I saw a link to StreamYard. I was like, is that Kubos or is it Malachi doing an after stream? But when I looked, I was wow, the brothers doing their first stream. I was like, okay, this is the first, but I
yep.
wasn't sure. Yeah, and I wasn't really sure at the And I mean, I wasn't sure if it was still running or not, since I didn't at first looked at which time it was posted, the link. So when I looked at it, that was maybe it's just I think I became a. They have been on the stream for about 8-9 minutes at a time, so I was just one of among the first to show up here. um, uh, Google,
Yeah.
have you been watching any Disney Plus series?
I don't have Disney Plus.
Ah, all right. I
I
mean,
don't
okay.
even have Netflix.
Have you seen the Black Panther?
Not yet, but I am planning to see The Flash. That movie looks epic.
Well, did you know there is actually a kind of a sequel to Black Panther,
Yeah, I know that.
Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, I know that.
Seen the prints of not much actually.
Hey,
Oh my god, this guy. I'm sorry, I'm having fun with this. It's the first time I've
um,
been able to do this. It's great.
do
but
not disrespect my title.
um, Google. But
Yeah,
you are probably aware of the um some of the new series that like the Mandalorian and the
I
bad.
I keep hearing about the Mandalorian. I know about Grogu, but I don't really watch it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see it, I can tell you this: the first season is gonna be released on March 1st this year,
Hmm.
and this other not this is not a live action, but this is an animated Bad Batch. You know those Clone Force 99.
Yeah,
It's currently in the second season, but also
yeah.
but its final season. So, question is, what's gonna happen to that? I mean, I heard there's gonna be a few other live action series of some of the Star Wars, like one is about Ahsoka Tano. One is called Skeleton Crew, and it actually involves children on
Oh
a
god.
Star Wars starship. I don't know much more about that since they had even been work on it or they had even very much info released on that particular series, but it's looking good so far. That series will been actually be running around the same timeline as the Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian, and kind of looking interested at that one. I mean, I've seen basically all the Mandalorian episodes like maybe once or twice.
Hmm.
And as it is, if I ask you, do you think Mandalorian is the one single species or multiple species as one?
Hmm. Well, all I know is that the Mandalorian looks like or seems to be kind of like a Boba Fett, kind of. But I don't think it's the same type of thing.
Actually, no. I mean, if you go to like the Star Wars Legend or Expanded Universe sources, which is now is non-canon among as many things, the Mandalorians aren't one single species. It's actually
Hmm.
multiple ones. They can be Um, it can actually be humans, can be Wookiees, can be not droids, but it can be um any alien species can actually be as a Mandalorian. Since basically
Yeah.
Mandalorians is a culture, not a species.
Yep.
They are warriors.
Also, have you seen yet the episode where we see a certain apprentice appear?
Uh, which one?
You know, Ahsoka.
Yeah, what about her?
Have you seen the episode where she's in? Well, the episodes where she's featured in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, actually, I've seen that was in season one.
Oh, well, that came out early.
I think it's that's season one or season two. No, wait, I think it is season two. And we can actually see also when Luke is building his new temple on the planet that he chosen.
Hmm.
And that planet exists both in expanded universe and in canon.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's just a lot of crazy stuff in the Star Wars.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, just imagine if you could use the Force in for reality, like you can make, let's say, I mean, let's say if both Kyle and Roy were using if they were Force sensitive, and if that if say it's if Roy's watching TV and he wants a Coke or something to drink, and and he got a drink on the counter, and he doesn't want to get up and just walk over. What if he just stretch out his hand and this drink flies to his hand, and it's like,
Yeah.
and that would be cool. Or if like say if game guy finds that he what is the remote? Oh, it's on the TV living room table. Zip, use that, and or if you're in the store, if you don't can reach on the things on the highest shelf by using force, okay, thanks. I mean that's kind of cool. But the same thing is, but the same thing also, if the force sensitivity was among everyone on Earth, it's also would have been a risk when it comes to organized crime, like say, um, like say the mafia or the yakuza, Japanese crime lord. That if they were force sensitive to crime people, oh, I don't tell you, it would have been a living nightmare. You know, I actually saw a video yesterday. This might surprise you guys. Sending the Prince of Long Discord messages. That is true, though. Um, what I saw was actually that what was it? Right, it was actually this babysitter. Um, she was actually with. She was actually a babysitter to a little girl. She was gonna be in, I think it was around between 1 and 2 years old, and uh, and she was very sick. She needed a new kidney, or no, a new liver. And as we all know, transplant, well, on the list, this is regardless for what organ that you want, it can take weeks, months, or even years in order to find a match. But this one, how it's well, you may think that the most acceptable, uh, most when you're looking for a match, you usually go within a family, say parents, siblings, cousins, you name it, and that is a normal standard policy or routine check for everyone to see if there's any match in your family. Sometimes, let's say if Roy needed a new liver, and and if he if Kyle, their parents, and and Dylan have been checked, and it turns out only Kyle is the only one his direct match. And of course,
Yeah.
and if that happens, they will literally think they can. I don't know normally how much they will take, but sometimes I think they can take half or even a third of a person's liver.
Hmm.
And it is actually not dangerous. It is actually normal because the liver will grow out again.
Well, it's
But
less
in this,
dangerous than a heart transplant.
mhm. But in this case, this babysitter, she wanted to help this little girl because she actually went to the hospital to see if she was matched, and she was. So she told the parents what she was willing to do, and they actually accepted it. So this babysitter's half of her liver was actually donated to this little girl, and she survived. And but here's the problem with when it comes to transplant. There's always a 50-50 chance that could survive or the body will reject it. There is actually a new technique called 3D organ transplanting, meaning that they will print out 3D printed organs with a person's own DNA,
Oh,
which means, yeah, it's like say if let's say if you needed a new
So
heart,
it's cloning.
kinda, in a way, but here's the one. Here's the thing. If so, let's say if Kuvo needed a new heart, and like I said, since there's always a 50-50 chance that even a new heart being donated could all be rejected by a body, or let's say, or if they often goes into someone in the family that's willing to donate some part of their own, say, kidney or liver. But in this case, if someone in his family would be wanted to donate their heart, if there's a if like let's say if his mom and his grandmother is a perfect match, but his grandmother would immediately be ruled out because of her age. Since she is older, and since her heart is also older, and that it's no guarantee that it will last any long, and his mom, the same thing. Doctors would prefer to be having someone who is in a young condition. And let's say if he is having finding someone, if the doctors find someone who is between 20 and 25, they usually go to someone who is young, physically young. Because having, let's say, if you would have been donated an 8-year-old heart, which, yeah, it's nothing like that. But having this 3D printed organ um, is actually also very much eliminated any possibilities of it being rejected. Because if you're just made of your own DNA in
hmm.
a 3D printer, but here is the issue. That technology is available, but unfortunately, the only issue is the ethical question about it. Since it's still in early development of this technology with 3D printing,
Hmm.
but they could actually, if this could have been allowed in every single country, it will also help even the people that's needed an organ, even if they're on a waiting list. Um, because this actually has been proved in Finland for most. Several universities actually have printed out 3D printed meat and had test people to eat it. And it was actually whale meat. Well, the only difference between that meat and an actual cattle meat is that this printed meat is mainly made of protein and some other organic substance. When asked if those test people could taste any difference in the flavor because of a printed or an actual, but according to the test people, there were no such difference in the flavor. The only other problem is printed meat might have a shorter um, expire date than the normal meat is. But having 3D printed technology is an incredible advance, very much incredible technology. Because this type there is actually only one of kind, which is not on Earth, but on the space station, and for a good reason. Because if the station needs any new some building supplies or replacement parts, and here's the part of it that they can't do, because since NASA can't, if they need to send up one shuttle or a rocket up there, and sometimes if there's a bad weather, they had to cancel the launch. And if there's a very crucial part that the crew needed, if it is part of life support or the power generation system, like the solar panel, think about it.
Hmm.
They have this 3D printed machine on board, which they can to print out the parts that they needed, and actually it saves a lot of time and also the efforts of, because NASA or Russia or any of those space agencies that are involved in the program or in the project, they can't spend a lot of tons of money. Some of them had to spend like billions in order to just launch one rocket.
Right.
And
And that's like stuff they don't have. So like,
well,
or they
yeah,
do have, they don't want to use it on that or something like
yeah,
that. I
and
don't
like if they need some, like I said, if there's any parts that would need that's like I said, crucial part, like say life support or power generation systems, like since they get the only main power for the solar panels, and if something would be crucial in those life support or the power generation, and since NASA can't send up every single time they need something, and if this is that very quickly needed to be replaced, especially if this was something that's very crucial, like say life support. And that's something that they can't be expected that NASA will be able to send up a rocket at almost any time. Because if they do, the rocket would take some time. I think maybe it takes 1 or 2 days before it can actually be docking with the station. And by the time, if there's even a life support issue, and if it takes 1 or 2 days, yeah, the crew might be dead by then. So having this printer on board to print out the things, so some of the parts that needed, is actually quite amazing, to be honest. This technology will also be used in order to build from the moon base and about the Mars base, the outpost. Because here's the thing, you can't like say um, you can't if you're building a Mars colony, in that thing, you can't be expecting Mars, Earth, like NASA or any other space agencies, to be sending regular basis supplies to Mars for a number of reasons. Like one, the cost of it can take billions, and two, the distance, and three, the weather. If there was like say one ship that was going to be sending building materials, and sometimes it can take 6 months for a ship to even arrive to Mars. So if they have building supplies that is requested, and it's like 6 months later, it is already too late. So that is one of the things that they may have to be using a 3D printer on Mars and the Moon, or basically anywhere when we start building colonies. Um, Kovo.
Yeah,
The movies are like basically DNA or mixed with human DNA.
yeah,
Mm, I actually have seen a kind of few movies actually about based on that. One um, is it's a sci-fi, um, though I wouldn't know if it's a horror movie, but let's say it is have a few sequels. The movie is called Species.
oh,
Yeah, the first movie is where this young girl, half human, half alien, escape from the facility, and she goes undergoing through this metamorphosis, meaning they change. Like she entered this type of cocoon, like a butterfly, and
hmm,
when she gets out of it, she is a young woman in her early to mid 20s. Um, in the sequel, okay, first, uh, you probably heard of SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence.
hmm. I
Have you
think
heard of
I
that,
don't think so.
Kyle?
I think so.
But basically, that organization, they send out a signal into space, uh, basically with their location of uh, Earth and the number of population and part of the DNA sequence, and they actually get a response back from an extra world, and also contained uh, a sequence of alien DNA, and also how they can reproduce uh, methane as a clean power source. I don't know how does even that work, since methane otherwise is not a good thing if they're being released in the atmosphere. Everything. So they mix the human DNA with this alien DNA, which eventually grew to this girl. Um, well, she managed to sleep with one of the scientists who was trying to escape, trying to capture her. And after they were done, she was pregnant. Just one, just basically just only 5 to 10 minutes after they was finished having sex. In the sequel, it's kind of similar but different. Only thing is that this the difference is that there were crew astronauts went to Mars the first time. Two men and one woman. Um, they come back to Earth. All of them have been put in quarantine, of course, and all have been declared. Uh, and then afterwards, they get green light. It means like they can be released in public. But one of the guys, he um, he ended up sleeping with two women, and as one of them was went in the bathroom, she got pregnant, and well, let's say to be in some friendly term, her stomach split open and a baby was born. And he discovered this happened. He even took a shotgun and pointed the barrel in his mouth and poof, killed himself. But here's the kicker: his whole head grew literally back with the brain, the eyes, you name it. And he was brought back to life. So even if he would cut off his own head, cut off his own arm, it would grow back. Because he had been infected by this alien organism. Same organism as in the first movie. here's the part of the other part. The woman of the crew, she her stomach opened up the same thing, but it grabbed something. Something shoot off her stomach and tried to grab her husband in the face. And the only thing, the only thing that actually killed us was a common cold. Because the third person of the crew, African American, he was not even sick. He was not even affected. He was not having infected by this organism because he had a common cold, and that actually saved him.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's kind of weird. And
It's the
this guy,
first time I hear about a cold saving someone's life.
Mhm. And this guy who was sleeping around with women, near the end, he has, I think, maybe 15 or 20 kids.
Oh my.
Yeah, but they eventually killed him. I believe they made two more or one more, but I never saw the last one. In But there is another movie, and this is not as also sci-fi, but not a horror. This is actually more kid-friendly. Suddenly, every single birth in the world is different. There were I saw a picture, a baby, half human, half dog. Another baby, half human, half deer.
Half what?
Deer. You
Dear.
know,
Oh.
deer. And this was not only a few cases. This was like global level.
Wow.
Yeah, I never saw it, and I never saw it, but yeah, it is all best pranker in the world here.
Who?
I don't know. It
Who the
says
heck
in the
is that?
private. Best pranker in the world. That's probably Malachite or
No.
Polarizer. It's Polarizer.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Who
Here.
is it?
Cody. Cody.
Hello.
Ah, dang it.
Wait.
Hi,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Stormy.
whoa, 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 whoa. How did he even find out it?
Using the power of technology. It says often. It says his actual name, and then it says
Dude, I can't believe you didn't know that. I wasn't even trying to prank Derek. It's so prank.
authenticated with YouTube.
Wait.
That's how I knew.
Um.
That's how I knew it was. That's how I knew you were the Bigfoot.
So basically, Stormy, did you see his that he was? You subscribed him.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't even trying to prank you, and you were.
No, I mean, you
I didn't
you
know you
subscribe.
could do that.
Uh,
Yeah, the Baker of
Yeah,
the
he's
Stream
like
can
the-
do a lot of weird
Ooh.
things.
Okay, I don't want to say anything.
Are you subscribed to him?
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him.
Can you see from your end that he is streaming?
Yeah, I can.
That's weird. I mean, from my end, I can't even see that.
I mean, he does have two
know.
channels. Maybe you're subscribed to the wrong channel.
Bro, no.
That's-
Nah, bro. It says the same channel that you're streaming you're subscribed to.
yeah, but it's the thing. I normally can see if anyone is streaming, but I don't know. Maybe this will use my from my end. I don't know. Excuse
Probably
me.
just a YouTube glitch.
Uh,
Probably.
it's possible. It's possible.
Oh.
By the way, no, Stormy, you're not the best pranker. The best prankers are Game Guy and Roy, considering the huge
Nah.
prank they did.
Nah.
No, the best pranker is Lord.
Lord, he doesn't even prank.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's
You don't wanna
right.
prank
That's the why. That's because he's the best pranker.
Actually, Diana, if you count Diana, she would probably be the one of the best, maybe, because of her cousin. Dude.
The world's worst prankster in the world.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
get
right.
the grammar right.
Well, no, I don't need to get it right. Because it's true. You are the world's worst prankster in the world.
Dude, there only needs to be one world instead of two.
That roast though.
Nah.
Also, that would be world has. Or I guess it would be worlds with no prophecy, huh?
Hey, game guy.
What?
What's 2 times pi times 7.5?
I'm sorry, I don't speak bullshit. Can you say that again?
Yeah, even I get it. Didn't get it.
I got math.
No, I mean I didn't. Current speaking English. Please call back later.
Oh my god, this guy! Sometimes we don't get that fun with this.
I'm currently frustrated.
Hey guys, look.
What the
I'm
fuck?
pointing down. Lisa Simpson pointing down to you, Google.
Oh, come
Wait,
on.
is there an option where I can... Or is that not an option? Yeah, there we go.
Well, to be fair, game guy hates math, so
Where's the... Oh, there we go. There we go.
A complete ass.
Got you, man. Don't worry. I got you.
I mean, I know that Kubo is a complete ass
hey.
I'm gonna go
because
get some
he is
River Plate.
because he is pretty much wants to bang Kubo, not Kubo, but Scootaloo, which is
Oh my
I mean, yeah.
god, game guy.
Oh my god, stop!
Someone switch in the chat.
Dude. Okay, that is
Okay,
even a
okay, I'll change it. Okay. Why does
that
that
was
say
a
and?
dude, that was the lowest that you can go.
I didn't know it was playing Limbo. I'm sorry. You know me,
No,
my
to be
my
honest,
jokes are
that's
awful.
funny because that was so unexpected.
Jeez. Fine,
Be
we'll do
glad
this.
be glad that Diana didn't see that, because if she saw that, oh boy, I bet she would not been happy. First,
Well, I know
yeah,
she
I
was
mean,
on
It was just
yesterday.
a joke!
yeah, but I'm saying this,
I know
even
she
though
was here.
even though this you were just only a joke, but I'm just saying this: if that was, if you actually meant it, trust me, you would have been in serious trouble that time. Because
Nah.
I didn't mean it. I didn't think of
no,
that through. Sorry.
if you know you meant it, it could have been a serious problem. For one reason, she's 24, 23 years old, and he's 13. That's 10 years
You need to think
issue.
about your naming skills more, bro. I
Yeah,
didn't think
so
of it. I'm sorry.
I mean, especially if his parents saw that.
Maybe we should delete the stream then.
No, I mean, it just maybe remember it next time. Even I know that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can type in Kuvo's like Diana's new lover, which that is more perfectly fine because
Me and Diana.
yeah. I mean, okay. I mean, it's an example. Because you're closer to her age than
Oh.
Kuvo that Storm is.
Well, I mean, I am 24,
No,
so
my leg muscle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make. I'm not trying to say that. First, I don't want to get him any trouble. But if someone of his parents or anyone else seen that, and I don't want to get anyone else any problem, and I do suggest don't make that as put that never in at anyone's name because, if that just depends if I put that in mind, this only thing is, I don't know how, say, if some of my viewers, how they will respond to that. Like, say, as Dashi reacted to Kuvu's picture when he used it one time.
When I was on.
Oh yeah,
with
that,
a
So
that
that
was
is one of
just
the things.
wow.
Yeah, so it is like an example. So don't do that. Because another thing is, it's we won't even know the outcome of the things what happen afterwards.
Hmm.
It's I mean, I could have been pretty much red flag it myself. I mean, okay, if we were to say if Diana was close, if we had a girl that was around, say, Stormy's age,
Yeah.
or one of his friends showed up here, okay, that's fine.
Bro, I am not mentioning that incident ever again.
Yeah, I'm just
What do you mean it wasn't Halloween? You meant for April Fools. Fool.
We're not April yet.
You said he forgot.
I'm
he
referring
must
to
have
the
been
fact that
Halloween.
you're wearing a mask. I don't know.
Oh,
What are you thinking?
I thought you were. I thought you were speaking of his. I thought you were speaking of his like bullshit prank that he did that one time.
that skull mask. It kind of reminds me of a character,
Who?
Skeletor.
Yes,
Sauron. No,
we can go
Sauron.
all the way.
Sauron. Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
The bad guy,
Hmm.
the main villain.
Oh, this dude. This.
I didn't watch what Lord of the Rings.
Dude, you really need to get a life.
Should we
Well-
tell him? Should I tell him the bad news, or do you want to do that? We've never seen it either. I didn't grow up on this
Can
series.
can someone please grab me a gun to kill me?
Come on.
Okay, what did I do now?
Bro, what the fuck is that picture?
Not you. Kuvo and it turns out Game Guy and Roy has never seen Lord of the Rings. Have you?
Actually, I was bullshitting. I was just saying. I just see the first one though.
All
I
right.
didn't see the other ones.
No, didn't
Chief,
we?
Oh,
Wait,
I mean,
wait. Does the animated series count? Because I don't know if it does.
Chief.
Does
there's
it?
an animated series.
Because we did watch that, but that was
Jeez.
years ago.
Wait. Are you referring to the Hobbits, the cartoon version from the 70s?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that counts.
Hey, game guy.
So I guess
Uh-oh.
technically we did.
What?
Game
the
Guy
say
heck
counts.
is this profile picture?
Does game guy love football?
No,
Why?
I don't like it because it's say it with me now, boring.
It ain't boring.
Yeah, it is. It's just a bunch of sweaty guys fighting over a ball.
I hope you didn't see that dang concert.
Essentially, yeah, that kind of is what it is.
Just like Rihanna.
Yeah, I mean, I agree on his done. I am not much of a sports fan myself. I mean, I
But
pretty
Me
much
either.
mean, like,
One, cheese.
The only sport that I would watch if I could would be the WWE one.
What the?
wrestling.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, okay, wrestling. Could say is. I mean, there are some fans that might like this series.
Hey, game guy.
This is gonna drive me
But I'm
nuts,
not.
Kovo. That it's not uppercase.
Hey, game guy. Can I name myself Ligma again?
Who the hell is Luke Mingan?
Like my nuts.
Is that a link in our immediate area? Because I don't know if it is. Are you saying you're the monster of this lake, Megan? Oh my god, it's Nessie. Except it's not Bessie, so we'll say it's Plessy. Messy? That could be Bessie.
Bro, what?
Ah, yes, Bessie.
Dang it!
Who the hell is Bessie? I don't know.
No, well, first of all, there is.
Okay, you got me on this one.
Well, to be fair, there is actually a leg monster named Betsy.
Roy, would you like to do the honors? Sure, why not? There. His name is not Bessie.
My name was good.
It was. It was just a bunch of letters.
It stood for something important.
That was important.
Yeah.
Who the heck
News
is
to me.
Kissy?
That's what I want to know, Roy. Roy's the one that said it. I was just coming up with names. I don't know. What's so funny over there? Oh my god, it's Kessie.
Yeah, I'm putting
What
up
is
Google.
Casey? Who is Casey? Okay, I can't
Leg
pronounce
monster,
that.
leg monster Cassie, which is pointing it towards you.
Oh, come on. Just because I give a lot of kisses doesn't mean you have to thumb that. Wait.
Wait. Hang on. I'm just gonna real quick.
Leg
Yeah.
monster jackass. Dude.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
what is he gonna... Oh, come on. Nah, I'm not keeping that.
Zany, the king of nuclear farts. Sounds about
Oh
right.
god. Oh.
Alright, fine. How about this? The king. I'll call you the Kid of Chaos. Even though that's my title.
Eh.
You can do better than that. Give me that computer.
Ooh.
You know how to do it, right?
Excuse
Yeah, I
me.
think so.
I'm trying to go poop, bro.
Alright, there we go.
Hey, come on now.
I didn't even see what it was. I was too
Queen
busy
of the chaos.
changing it.
Hey, come on now. Don't disrespect me.
At least it's higher than the Prince of Chaos.
Well, no, the prince is higher.
No, the Queen's higher.
Because the prince is more spoiled and all that. No, I'm kidding.
But in,
Well, you're all
in royalty,
You
in
could-
anarchy of royalty, the Queen is higher than the Prince. So doesn't it go King, Queen, Prince, Princess, and then it goes to the Jack? Or am I thinking of the card? I don't even know what the Jack would be. Would that be the Jester, or would it be something else?
I'm not a brat. I'm older than... Oh, no, I'm not. Dang it, I can't use that line.
You
This
can
is-
actually
this
be a
is-
brat. You can be a brat no matter what age.
I was gonna use the I'm older than you, but I can't use it on you because you're like...
10 years older.
There,
Yeah.
you're back to normal. Happy now?
Ah, thank you. Thank you, my loyal subject. I'm getting way too much of my character right now.
Did you just put Zadie the Prince Chaos? Yep. Stop wrong with you.
I don't know why you... I thought you were gonna scream that. The
Chaos!
I thought you were gonna do the Xenia Prince chaos.
No, not the. Why did I just put the? No, I'll be nice.
What?
Why don't you do something about it?
Oh,
Why
come
don't you
on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm asking a legitimate question. What the heck is that profile picture?
This
I don't
is
know.
that profile picture is a profile picture of a douchebag.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Mm.
This is exactly how I thought our first live stream would go.
Hey, at least it's not like that one stream with Swedish where we were like just saying nonsense curses all the time. But
I think he was dreaming that.
Mm.
You
Did you
think
call
that
my
scares
profile bad?
you think that scares me? That's just a little rule. I can block that with my pinky. Wait,
It's a ruler.
I mean the tip of my hoof.
See, this
Wait, I
dude's
just
so cool, man. This dude's so cool.
Who is he?
really? That's literally just him with freaking glasses.
No, that ain't me.
Is it actually? You can't
No,
really
that's not
tell
me.
because it's. Oh my
No, that's
god!
my
It totally
cousin.
is.
That's my cousin right there.
Yeah, right.
No, that's my cousin.
That
Yeah,
storm
that's
is
him. That's him. Why don't you prove it to me?
that storm is neighbor.
Oh no, that's Stormy's boyfriend.
I said,
Dude, that's inappropriate. I'm gonna spank you with
dude,
the ruler.
that's
Oh, even
I
better. I
agree
got a
with him.
belt
That was
hidden in the back of
inappropriate.
my closet, and I can get that out just as well.
I mean, I could say that if that guy was Storm's neighbor, which is more appropriate to be, I
Yeah,
could say.
that's my my friend.
Because-
You better.
That might be worse than what I said.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
my
if I say
friend.
it's-
This dude's
if
my
that was your-
friend.
What?
He's my. This dude's my friend.
Didn't you say he was your cousin a
He's
few
my
minutes,
cousin
a few
and my
seconds ago?
friend at the same time. He's my cousin and my friend. You
That-
know, cousins, like we're friends, though. Yeah. Thank
Fair.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Huh? For once, Stormy is polite with someone.
Thank
Oh my
you.
god! It's a miracle.
It's his cut. You know, this
Um,
dude's so cool, man. I like know him, and we
Oh, what?
hang out together like 8 hours.
That sounds
he's
like
just
My
so
head's
much.
starting to hurt.
He's just so cool, man.
Uh-huh.
How
He's
old is he
chill.
though? How old is your cousin?
How old is my cousin and friend? He is. I think he's 12. We're like born 1 year apart.
Huh? Looks like his in that picture. It looks to be almost like it was like 18 or 20.
No, he's just taller for his age.
But yeah, I mean, not to being rude, that's just some people can actually look they're older despite being younger, which is not that uncommon. In particular in girls. Let's say if girls, let's say, in their still early teenagers, but again, sometimes looks like they're way older. Or guys can, I mean, okay, I can tell this. This one guy, he was actually around 17. He was actually in ninth grade, but he was already, no wait, he was actually 16 or 17, but he looked to be, if he was like 18 or 20, he was 6 feet tall and had a full-grown beard. Well, start having a beard, and unlike his classmates who didn't have it,
What the?
which is which he ended up losing his virginity to
What is that face?
a college girl.
Bro, what is a face?
That looks like Kudos when he has had a bad day.
Nah, if I would have a bad day, I would just be super mad and then I would. Anyway,
Push your older door.
what?
Was your oldest
Yo,
daughter
you
a
like
bad
this
day?
dude? He's my cousin.
You can eat him pussy.
I don't think you can use that in this.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, thank you.
He just did, so
Uh,
you can't argue with that
Yeah,
logic.
you could have always told me before not to use
Do
the
you like
word.
these glasses better than the sunglasses? Because these glasses I legitimately need to wear.
I can see myself through your glasses. It's me watching you, watching you, watching you, watching me.
that sounds a little bit weird,
Wow.
but we'll let it pass.
Oh, that's sus as hell.
Stop.
I think you're just
What?
thirsty.
Whoa! Don't use that word, young brat.
I meant water.
Ah, shut up, Kubo.
Yo, I meant the dude. You literally use that word, and you're concerned about me using that word? Like,
What?
bro,
I didn't use that word. I'm not talk. I'm not. Blah,
that's
blah,
more
blah.
inappropriate than me.
No, I'm not. No, thank you, sweetest. Not today.
Do you want to see? We had a fun night.
It's not the night.
No, we had a fun night on Friday. It was so cool. It
Oh.
felt so good.
Say the prince of non-existence.
Hey, don't say that because Zany.
My God, where do you come up with these?
Don't
Talking-
use that because Zany can literally stop existing if he stays too normal. Kind of like Discord in one episode.
Oh, all right. You could have told me that prior to me calling you that, but
Like-
you didn't. So
like-
that's on you.
Like he
Dude.
can just make himself stop existing literally.
So it's like, I wouldn't really call that. I guess I don't know.
You know what?
Anyway, so how's everyone's nights going?
It's
It's
going.
going well so far.
It's going great.
You just turned into Tony
Bianca.
Geiger.
Kubo is
Rio.
Kubo is having. This is good stuff.
I
Yes,
am
it's smoking too
not doing drugs, thank you.
Hey Zany.
But
Yes,
yes,
it's smoking too much weed.
Yeah. Do you want to know what fun night we had? What fun night that me and the other person had?
that depends what is intended in that.
No, bro. We were like it was like 12. No. Everyone went to sleep and we were like still awake. So what happened is, unthinkable.
Don't use that word. That my brain is just gonna make me have bad thoughts if you say that.
And then we just we had fun. We started, hold on. I think I know this word.
Question. Question to all of you. Have you guys ever tried fortune cookies?
Yes. Yep.
Stormy,
What?
Kubo, have you tried it?
Yeah,
Have you ever tried a fortune cookie?
of course. I love those.
I would love to try one with him.
I had never tried any.
Mm-mm-mm.
Never
What?
actually seen any.
Mm-mm.
I had never seen any fortune cookies in my
We got
What?
sprinkled.
country.
Well, usually fortune cookies
Nope.
go with like Chinese food,
I mean-
so that means you never ate
Well,
Chinese food.
here's the. Well, we went to a Chinese restaurant years ago in my hometown, but we never actually did get any. I don't know if that it's. I don't know if it depend on um if that if you get the fortune cookie to every dish that you order, or if there's only evolves
Oh man.
certain type of food you order to the, or if it's involved everyone. Um, but no, I actually never had any fortune cookies since. But I don't. I mean, do you even eat those the cook itself, or just open it to read the fortune and
Well,
throw
you
the
do
rest of it away?
Well, it's kind of weird how they work. You kind of just
Eh.
some people eat the cookies, some people don't. But basically, you crack them open, see what your fortune is, which half the time they don't even make any sense, by the way, which is like to mention. And then after that, you eat the cookie, and then
Yeah, that
Break
makes
the
sense. So question is, what does have you guys ever ate out of those the actual cookie itself?
Well, of
yeah,
course,
we've eaten them. We've eaten them plenty of times. Yeah.
it
The
is meant to
Um,
be ate.
ending.
but what does it even taste like?
You know, like that, like those kind of tea biscuits. Those kind of
Oh, that makes sense.
I feel like it tastes like a weird.
The
It tastes like
reason I ask
vanilla
is
cookies.
because
Is
my
how I would
girlfriend sent
describe it.
packet. That would make sense because my girlfriend sent me a package, a small package
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day, which came here like yesterday,
uh-huh.
and she didn't send any actual fortune cookies, but she did send me some of like the fortune papers, like some of the
Goodbye, everyone.
What?
and
Ari? Okay.
See you. I think I'll see you later, Zany. Can't wait.
Okay.
I can't
I
wait
mean
to
I
see you
actually have been
later
always a bit.
That's super shots, but okay.
on Friday.
So I had never actually tried any, but I'm actually willing to try those. I mean, it's like I had never tried s'mores,
You never tried
and
what?
s'mores.
That's okay. I never tried that either.
I know that. I mean, I have seen that you can actually even
What?
buy s'mores
Oh.
at stores that has already been prepared in a sort of separate package. Yeah, I think at least that you can. I mean, I only seen those. I only seen those in like in American stores, but and this is the thing, and also that I don't know which type of franchise that if it's only available to certain stores, or if they're every food stores, like say if you can actually buy them at Costco, Target, or Walmart, or if it's just any particular general's food stores, something like that. I don't know. I mean, but it's based on how I've seen the people from movies and shows when they're making s'mores. They're not even that difficult to make, honestly. All you need is some graham crackers, some marshmallow, and some piece of chocolate on it, and that's it. And I do like marshmallows. I do. It just I can't eat too many of those. I will feel sick because it's the too much sugar. But I will love to try s'mores. Definitely. Um, yeah, this and of course I had tried make my own version, my own American pancakes, but there's a little bit baking powder, which make them a little thicker. Lados and those from my dad bought from stores. He actually bought me three versions. One in actual American pancakes, and one that actually contained pieces of chocolate in it. And the third one he did buy contained the flavor of banana. And my parents, they don't like the idea, the concept having pieces of chocolate in pancakes. But honestly, I actually prefer those than without any other flavors. To be honest, I can't say why. Maybe it's because I love chocolate, Um, Creole restaurant. Never tried that. I don't think there's any of those in my country, to be honest. But I don't know. I had never even tried KFC,
Oh
but
no,
there is
you poor soul.
actually
I
one in my
haven't
hometown.
either.
Um, but I have
Never
tried.
will because I'm not that big on it.
I mean, I had tried Pizza Hut.
Poor
Last
unfortunate souls in pain.
the last time I tried Pizza Hut was I was probably in 8th or 9th grade, I think.
Ooh.
Uh, Burger King.
Oh, I have
Well,
that.
last time I tried that was. I mean, last time I tried Burger King was maybe a year ago. McDonald's was probably a year or 2 years ago. I mean, it's like that we don't go there often. Um, Sweden actually have its own burger franchise called Max.
Oh,
It's yeah, it's basically is like McDonald's, but it doesn't is only have location in Norway, in the capital, and throughout entire Sweden. But the brand doesn't exist otherwise in Europe or in North America. Only is a Swedish branch. I mean, it's like I mean, Max is like McDonald's, Burger King, like its own separate. I mean, since McDonald's, I
oh.
would have been stunned.
By the way,
I mean, I would.
sorry, have you guys heard of the game Hogwarts Legacy?
Yes, I have, but never played it and
My
never
dad
will.
actually has the game.
Wait, what?
My
Yeah,
dad
it is
has
quite.
it.
Your father has Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep.
Wow.
Uh, I, I think I think that the game is taking place around 2033. Question. I think it is. I mean, I did see a picture of Hogwarts Legacy when one was around. One said 2033, and another one says 99, 2000, 1999 or something like that. Oh, here's the thing: it seems that despite the first movie was actually released at some time in late 90s, I was expecting the movie would. I think it was the early 2000s. I think I was expecting the movie would take place in the year around early 2000s, but it wasn't even close to that. It wasn't even know that. It was actually in the 80s, the 90s.
Yep.
Um, I know there's actually uh, you've probably seen a Fantastic Beast, the one with
Definitely. Grindelwald is my favorite character ever in Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts.
there is actually did you know that one of the 12 original auras in America was actually named Abraham Potter?
Oh, really?
Hmm. And he is actually a direct related this relative to Harry.
Oh, you mean an
Yeah,
ancestor?
yeah, he is actually an ancestor, well, a distant
Huh. Makes sense. What makes sense now? Why
ancestor,
we became an
since
aura
he was one
later
of
on.
he was well, he is yeah, well, his ancestor or his distant relative is actually one of the first 12 during the 1600s.
Yeah.
There is even a branch on the Potter family in America, but they never actually explained of any presently during this and present day. Only mentioned that he, Abraham, was one of them. So they never actually mention of. of his any other descendants from his family tree line from that. So, and here is a part about the Harry Potter franchise universe. Um, there, just in England itself, there used to be 28 families that was pure blood, like the Weasley family, Malfoy family, Potter. Harry's family used to be pure blood. His father was pure blood, but his mother was Muggle-born. So when that happened, if a pure blood marries a Muggle-born or a half-blood, it will turn out the families will be considered the status from pure blood to half-blood. And it most of the families in those supposed pure blood,
Yeah.
they only they only marry other members of the pure blood families to maintain as pure blood status. They think that pure bloods are superior to muggle-borns and half-bloods, and it's yeah. So they basically every single one, like say Bellatrix, Lestrange, and Sirius Black, they are from two different pureblood families, but they actually end up having some of their own relatives actually married uh, families with other purebloods. If one of the House of Black, which was Sirius family, if let's say if he married a half blood or a Muggle born, in his family's home, they had this tapestry on the wall showing picture or a photo, or at least it's like a wallpaper, basically, having the faces of each relative in family, and some of the faces has been burned, meaning they are being disowned because they married someone who is half blood or Muggle born.
Yeah.
And Sirius was one of those people, but he was never married. He was part of that because he was associated with most of the Muggle-born or half-bloods. Some of the pureblood families were extinct, since none of them actually have any relatives, like House of Gaunt, which were direct descendants of
Voldemort.
Slytherin. And
Well,
some of the families,
I know that the Gunt are apparently also part of Tom Riddle's family.
Dumbledore's family was half-blood
Yeah.
and Muggle family from originally. They were never pure blood, as far as I know. But Malfoy family, so like Draco Malfoy and Harry is actually related. They are actually related. Since, like I said before, many of the pureblood families married other pureblood members of the families to maintain the pureblood status.
Yeah.
Since Harry's family used to be pureblood,
Yeah.
and some of their families like did marry other, son of a member of the Lestrange family actually married an ancestor to Harry's family, and they were considered pureblood. But here's the most of the House of Gaunt, which were um, Voldemort's family.
Yeah, I know that.
They they had done this marriage with like each other's cousins for generations,
Hmm.
which were inbreeding for that's another word, caused a lot of problems like insanity.
Yeah.
And here's one of the purebloods families like Malfoy. Even though they claim that they don't have any Muggleborn or Half-Blood, but they do actually allow a pureblood blood marries a half blood. Because if those families continued with a half blood marries another half blood, and so on for after 3 generations, that direct descendants will eventually be pure blood status. They are only ones allowing that because they, well, I do believe after seeing uh, Rosie, one of the children of the Weasley family, I believe, she actually was. No, wait. Scorpius, son of Draco, um, he had actually had a crush on Rosie Weasley,
Yeah, I know that story.
but she rejected him.
Oh no.
Yeah. Um. But here's the thing. Another thing. Draco, Scorpius' mother, she was pure blood. She married Draco, but she passed away 2019 due to the fact of a blood curse. One of her ancestors was cursed by a blood curse, and she is the second one known in her family was passed away due to the blood curse. And yeah, and so the House of Gaunt or Voldemort's family would considerably extinct on the male line, but in a family from the female line is continued to um, Voldemort's daughter.
Oh, that's true. Voldemort had a daughter with Bellatrix.
Yeah, but here's this part of that. She worked. She worked used to work at Hogwarts. But here's the thing: most of the other staff of Hogwarts used to be a student at the school themselves, but she was never even a student.
Oh, really?
Nope. And here's another part of it. The funny is that everyone that is under from age 1 to 17, if you will sneeze, the minister of magic, they will know where you sneeze or anything because you
Yeah.
have a some magical tracer on you.
Yeah.
But when you turn 18, that disappears. If you would do magic in public, you would have been immediately recognized. You'd be immediately been seen, or would have been noticed by the magic or the
Yeah.
ministry. In in early 1900s, in according to the timeline, I think it was 1919 in Wales, in England. The word is massive. Um, uh, Memory wipe spell on an entire city because a dragon was landed on the local beach. So a witch used this spell on the entire town. Well, except for one individual was not affected because he was never hit by the spell. But afterwards, when he tried to explain what he saw, well, no one did even believe him because turned out he was a local crazy man. Well, crazy as meaning that's like insanity or something. So people didn't take him serious, which yeah. But was not in any of the book series. To be honest. Um, here's actually ironic though. Um, that when J.K. Rowling, when she made the first book of Harry Potter, the Philosopher's Stone. Um, she tried to go to. I think she went to 12 different publisher with the script. 12 of 12 rejected. And it was actually 11 of the 12 rejected her idea of the book series. There's only one that actually accepted it. And after just, I think it was after just 1 month, I think they actually published, I think the first few weeks, they actually published like 20,000 books, copies. But after, I think it was maybe just 1 or 2 months, oh boy, I'll tell you, they had this, people loved the first book. So so the publisher, they produced, I think it was 70 or 700,000 copies of the book, which made them a value of the sale region is about, I think it was about at least a few £1,000 at a time. And and now with the 8 books, and despite how many copies have been sold over the years, I think that the other publishers would have been felt stupid not had accepted, because if they did, well, let's say they would have been would have lost their huge profit. It's kind of thing like when George Lucas, when he made Star Wars when it first back in '77. Even though, even when he bought the rights for the merchandise rights, let's say company didn't believe this movie is gonna be a great hit, so they sold them the rights to him for a few, I think it was a few $1,000. And today, the profit value is, I think it was $1 or $3 billion. So the company made a huge loss. That's just insanity. I mean, yeah, but I can agree with that company, because they never expected a Star Wars would have been this cult status. I mean, 9 movies, thousands of toys, different franchises, like say from action figures and Lego, tons of games, like and tons of comic book series, and both from expanded universe and canon. I was like, oh, they. I mean, George Lucas, he still owned the rights to the merchandise, but he sold the rights to the film production to Disney. So he made a huge profit in that. Just imagine a company that they never believed this that Star Wars is going to be that hugely profit, because they
Yeah.
never. And he sold it the rights for about, he bought the rights for merchandise for about a few $1,000. Now, currently, $1 to $3 billion in a profit value. Just imagine even that, though. I mean, personally, I can understand the company that they never expected this to be as a good hit. It's like the original Star Trek series back in the '60s. Same thing. No one even believed that series was going to be any particular successful otherwise. I mean, look at now. Almost 60, almost 70 years later, they have made numerous of series like Star Trek, the Space Nine, Enterprise, Voyager, The Next Generation, now Picard, uh, Star Trek Discovery, and even a cartoon version. And they had made how many movies? I think maybe as 20 plus movies. Just imagine that. The first original series was, I think, was 2 or 3 seasons, and it exploded to many spin-offs. And same thing for the Pokemon. They had numerous other generation games and all that.
That's what I thought.
And Spider-Man or any other Marvel, same thing. Or Mario.
I thought.
Like Mario, when he first came out in the back in the 80s, I don't know if the company even realized or didn't expect that that particular character would have been a good hit. When they made him first appear with Donkey Kong as Jumpman, but when he made him as officially Mario, I don't know. I don't think the company even expected him to be such popular, considering that he's the iconic. I think he's the icon that represent Nintendo mostly, and it has tons uh, of games like the Sega. There's Sonic. He had done it for over 20 years. So that's yeah. And I was going to ask you how long the stream was even going to last. Well, it seems I get my answer on that one.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you probably take some painkillers and lay down. I will work. When is the next stream?
good question. I don't know, probably
In an hour?
no.
Probably next week.
Yeah, sometime next week. Right, so guess we'll end it here. So thank you all for watching. If anyone even did. Not sure if anyone did.
Actually, I did.
So I'm doing the goodbyes because I'm not feeling
Yeah.
the bet. I can't even think. So
Yeah, I know that's like
right.
not fun. Well, this has been Switch Diablo. See you all later. Next time. Depends when it is gonna be.
Yep.
And don't forget, stay zanylicious.
And as for Kubo, stay sane. Because he is a jackass insanity.
Till
Just
next
joking,
time.
dude.
Bye.
See ya. Stay